And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last episode, we officially became a warrior, and this was the last class we had to level up. So now we can basically do whatever we want. Sounds good? Yeah, so what are we going to do, Orbo? Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna give you a chance to answer. We're going back to MSQ. Yeah, I know, it's been a while, and I can't really remember what happened last, do you? Oh yeah, it was, let's see, our friend's base got invaded. A lot of them perished, it was sad. And then we helped Sid get his memory back, right? Yeah, something like that. Now, this is supposed to be for level 36s. This class is 31, but I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of talking quests, so we can get a bunch of free XP and level up real quick. Right? Yeah, let's try to cheat the system a bit. And going forward, I'll still be doing my new editing method of chopping up what doesn't belong. We'll see how far we can keep that going. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, all our friends who are still here are here. Let's do this. With a curious twist of fate, the Master Sid Garlon will at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Mechanist. You wish to find his airship, yes? Oh yeah, of course, Sid, airship, duh. I don't know. I know not how much truth there is to it, but there's a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, that's a name for a ship, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the great Gubu Wall of Uda. Alright? It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania toward Korthus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Korthus. Mayhap the surface station there have records of the events that transpired. We have to go back to... I'm not gonna complain about it. I hope you might rest from your journeys for a time. I've been doing that, unlocking other things. But it seems that the world still need of you and the Sand. Pray look after yourself a Sid, Mechanist. Alright, we gotta go to another city. We will be right back at the city for more talking. Alright, here we are back in a place I don't want to mention, but hey, we got to for the story. Let's see, is there aught I can assist you with? The Enterprise you speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I need to refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Korthus. But we came in after that, can I say, if you wish to know more, pray speak to... Sorry, let me try that again. Yeah, I know. Pray speak with Vort at Florental Spire. That's a name. He was on a duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is that you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? We have him right here, but whatever. I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Alright, so now we gotta go find Vort. Which is where? It's not that far away, but it is level locked, so... Yeah, I gotta switch classes real quick. Let's see, is my Black Mage leveled up enough? That's 32, so no. Let's see, Paladin should be right. Yep, 41. Not even an issue. Well, I guess it has been a while since we've been a Paladin, hasn't it? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to work on leveling up my classes off camera again. Oh well, it's gonna be back in old Reliable. I forgot some quests start and do lucky well, so you can't do that. Oh well. Alright, Vort, what do you have to say? You've come to search for Vort? Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Korthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the Firefly, the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. And that's why this sucks, because I could have gotten all that free XP for another class. Ooh, some stuff. Let's see, is this... I can't tell if that's head and body. Looks like it's both, but I can't be sure. Cannot equip gear to head. Yeah, okay, so this is a... Can't be led straight, this is a two-piece. But then what do we get? Disciple of War for a generic one? Let me check real quick. So this gives 70, 90, slash what? 166, and this is giving 155. So, let's see, do we go with the robe, which every class could equip, but clearly it's meant for magic or the linen. What do you think, Orbo? Linen? Yeah, I guess that would work for, like warriors and everybody, but actually, do we even have any other mages besides our black mage? We have white mage, which I didn't level, conjurer, which I didn't level. I'm pretty sure that's it for magic. Let me check that real quick. Let's see, black mage, magic, bar, no. Okay, we'll go with the linen shirt. Easy choice. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartano. Oh, and by the way, if I'm ever mispronouncing these things, please let me know. I'd like to know how to correctly pronounce these words I don't understand. Yeah. 5 years ago, I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy on the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen split the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager somewhere near Corthus. The astrologers at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you would need to deal with the Ishgardians, who control the region. Okay, deal with more people. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse at first, I have little doubt they could accept, or that they would accept a friendly offer, so go to a place, do work for them, get approval. Got it. Oh, and we have a fast travel. Neat. And I won't be cutting this out because I need to talk. Yes, I do. Shocking, I know. But given the fact that I do have to level up everybody, we will be playing Paladin for a little bit. But then, I want to address dungeons. Because, wait, where am I going? Down, okay. Because I know dungeons take a long time. They take about 40 minutes, which is why I used to work out. And with our new format, I don't know how that's going to work. I know there's a lot of walking and defeating small fries, and then you have your few bosses, maybe a puzzle. So I don't know if I should just, include the boss fights only, if I should do the whole dungeon, even though there's nothing really there. Maybe show where there's loot? What do you think, Orbo? I can't just skip it all. It's content. But I think if we ever get into a dungeon, I will just fight the bosses. Make it really quick and really easy, but... some of them have gimmicks which could be fun to figure out, like the mansion, with finding all the lost keys to unlock all the doors. I don't know. I really don't. And this is where I became a Dragoon. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm still not above doing 40 hours, jeez. 30-minute episodes, so maybe on special occasions like that. We'll see. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durr? I'm just gonna call him Durr. And what pray tell do you wish to receive in exchange? Ah, how absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the Observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands. We do not intend to offer succor to strangers. And I guess you give me the shirt? Ah, here we go, an actual story quest. Hello and have mercy, are you still here? It's been 1 second. You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hell's that knight I sent on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I do have use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You know him by his uniform. That is the House Durr, as is mine. Alright, let's go do that real quick, shall we? Alright, your soldier's been saved and he apparently has a warning for you. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight. He was literally right around the corner. Much less rescue him, I see I may have been premature in my judgment. We are proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are not without humanity. I shall instruct you astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not they allow you to present the record. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to the person. Well, at least we're making progress. That didn't take long. Yeah, I thought it was going to be, do this, do this, do this, do this. And maybe do this, and then we'll talk. Okay, Edmil? Don't know. The gentleman come in search of the airship. It is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Lud be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records that will stretch back generations, however, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access to it is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist in your inquiries, pray speak with Sir Pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologer Mort up above. Alright, I'll go talk to Mort. Now the question is, how high up is he in this tower? Alright, running, and let's keep running. Oh, let me, do this, there we go, get my full display. It does look nice, that tank gauge. And I ran out of sprint. Ah, there you are, 4. Ooh, actual cutscene time. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling as to what you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade and we are arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. For the intrusion 4, I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guilliman. Guilliman. Gil. We'll call you Gil. You honor us with your presence. The gentleman was just leaving. You must be the one who rescued House Durr's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told to seek out an airship last at Corthus 5 years ago. I cannot speak. I'm about to do a system reset. Yeah, it can't hurt. You come to us at a convenient time. I fear much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. This notice can come quickly in Corthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge. The next you may find yourself wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden in the blizzards. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Don't give I'm not getting lost in the snow. I'm trying to find an airship. I was not aware you aided the house in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. And I don't suppose my sword will persuade you? One way or another? Okay, let's talk to Joe. Ooh, and we have some steel heavy gauntlets, but can only use by certain classes, so again, we'll go with the Disciple of War armor, just because anything helps, right? Let's see, you there, sir. I could not help but overhear a conversation with Chief Astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it will require that you perform for me a favor in exchange, of course. An associate of mine is yet to return from an expedition in the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone despite the presence of Ixel in the vicinity. If you seek out this astrologian and confirm that he's well, it would bring great comfort to me. Alright, gotta go rescue somebody. What fun. Alright, I found a missing astrologer and he gave me attitude. During a full return not long before he arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of blah 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 blah. I'll be eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him you have already aided in our cause. House Dur is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sight of Dravanian aggression. Call them Draves. You already have aided them twice, for which they are honor bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant access to Auditorium's record. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your airship. I would propose that you petition Lord Port for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Dur carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Okay, so I'm trying to curry favor with some houses. That can't go wrong. Yeah. It probably will, and it'll go horribly wrong, but we can hope it doesn't go that wrong. Alright, take a little walk downstairs, because they should be right here. And what I think I'll do, although the original intent was to level up every class so I could switch in between, kind of forgot about level gaps. So I'll probably just level up one class for a while and use that for a good chunk of time. For instance, Warrior. And then once I get tired of Warrior, we can switch to the next class and the next class. And where is this person? In this house? Ah, there we go. Now solve the level issue. Hello, Port. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slayed 2 heretics and saved a knight, and now I hear you rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. Yeah, an airship. In your introduction to the other high houses, I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you need to do 3. You would have me endorse you to the 3 high houses. I called it 3. It's only fitting that you aid us one final time. Wouldn't you agree? Sure, we'll go with that. What's your mission? Now, I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship, or not, for the task should take a matter of your skills but a moment to complete, I hope. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares back. On the off chance any portion of the shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring it back. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endure you to House, I'm not even going to call it, I'll call you Hale, further improving the character or chances that they indulge your request. Alright, let's go search your record for some stolen wares. This is boring. Yeah, now I see why you didn't want me to do more MSQ. But, you know what, you gotta go through the boring parts to get to the good stuff. Alright, I recovered 3 pieces of stolen wares for you, and defeated 3 enemies, so There, 3-3 for quest 3 to meet the 3 houses. You happy? Yeah, I know, too many 3s. Have you good times, or did you, here's your merchandise, I don't care. I have no use for it anyways, and if I did, I would just go find it myself. God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last but wait, the chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Fran. Somebody. Very certain, clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Here take me, a draconian rosary in the possession of Lord Frensel. Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Hale is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Hale. The other introductions will need to be postponed as well. All that for nothing! Yeah, that's how it goes. It is the duty of every lascivious guardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until the matter is resolved. Woo! All else for nothing! Alright, what do you want, friend? Ooh, you give me some pants. Come closer, man, listen, this is what, for your ears only. Lord Francel's no idiot, is no heretic, he is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Hale for years prior to the calamity. We must go to Skyfire Locks to warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him speak to him of an Elden Wheeze, and he will know you're a friend. Now go. Oh great, now of course, several houses, conspiracy, framing, what else could we expect? Yeah, but at least the story might be getting good now. I guess I'll wait one way to find out. Hello, Fran, I come bearing warning. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Okay, I'm not going to repeat that, but I did say the code phrase. I see Carr has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen at court since calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Somebody's framing you. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor any, even the slightest bit of doubt, this only add weight to the insistent accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods itself are plotting our fall, or the other houses. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for your deed. Tell me what you desire. I shall be done to give you the location of the airship. A mission airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one of the better positions to assist you. Lord whatever his name is of House Fort commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present him this letter of introduction. He will surely be receptive to your needs. This is taking forever just to find an airship. I feel like I'd do better if I just went off of the wilderness and found it on my own, right? Yeah, but what can you do? What can you do? Alright, let's go meet this guy. Hey, what's your name? I got a letter for you. The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you have come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Why are you here? I got a letter from this house, it's getting framed by this house, because I'm trying to find an airship, and blah 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 blah. Is there any justice in the world? These charters will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you request assistance. What might that be? I'm looking for a frickin' airship. So this enterprise you speak, was last seen above Korthos before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear no proof difficult to find with any eyewitnesses to the event. While Ishgard may not have participated in the Battle of Kartanu, we were involved in our own internal conflict at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. Now do a quest for me. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are well afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fort. Cool. Give me some pants. Alright, what's my next quest? We will double up, not that I need on this character. As you have doubtlessly realized by now, the house, or High House of Ishgard, House Fort included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance to your search. Yeah, it's just an airship, I'm not looking for a weapon. Although I guess airships probably could be seen as a valuable weapon. Yeah, we'll go with that. However, it does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house which are sympathetic to your cause. I should be sending missives to their various to them in Ishgard, though I suspect it will be quicker and more efficient if you were to make the inquiries yourself. So go talk to all these people. I just did that. Lady Knight of mine own house at Fort Temp, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Crave of House Hale, who is found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. I spoke with the chief of Shajin House. Yes, I have. Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform that you are a friend of House Fort. I doubt it. Do not concern yourself with House Zmill. We'll call him D. After contacting myself, seek out the course of the three, count of the three mentioned, and return when finished. More talking quests. Yeah, it's not the most fun, but it has to be done. Alright, can I ride my hand here? Oh good, that should make this quicker. Alright, we're looking for somebody here, right? Oh, you're right there. Hello. Hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I'd hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one has at the house. For if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everybody's list these days is what will become of the young Lord Fran. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of the house have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Oh, that was a whole lot of nonsense. That was a whole lot of nothing. I should have skipped this whole questline, shouldn't I? Yeah, but something might happen, so we gotta keep going. Alright, Crave, what do you have? Hello, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord, whatever his name is? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown the house into chaos right now. Let's focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. So you also said a whole lot of nothing. Alright, I'm back with more influence. I know you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord, whatever his name is, missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you're sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in a short time since the Inquisitor arrived, at Korthos, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite Ishgardian society. If the Lord wishes to waste his days chasing after the long-lost airship, then that's his choice. But if he expects others to share in this folly, then he is truly blind to the state of the affairs. You know what, Orbo? You're right. We could have skipped this. Yep, we should have. Alright, with that we have talked to everybody, got nowhere, but maybe you will have some information for me next time. I forgot how these MSQs worked. This is gonna be a long one, isn't it? Or at least gonna feel like it. Well, That was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.